What's up everyone and welcome. In this episode we are going to talk about an attack recorded by Wordfence against as many as 1.6 million WordPress websites running vulnerable plugins and themes. This vulnerability allows an unauthorized person to create a new user and give that user the admin role. Let's see what else we can learn to protect ourselves and others from this story.
Oh, drat these computers. They're so naughty and so complex. I could pinch them.
On December 9th, 2021, the Wordfence threat intelligence team noticed a drastic uptick in attacks targeting vulnerabilities that make it possible for attackers to update arbitrary options on vulnerable sites. This led them into an investigation which uncovered an active attack targeting over 1 million WordPress sites. Over the course of 36 hours, the Wordfence network blocked over 13.7 million attacks targeting 4 different plugins and several Epsilon Framework themes across over 1.6 million sites and originating from over 16,000 different IP addresses. Attackers targeted 4 individual plugins with unauthenticated arbitrary options update vulnerabilities. The 4 plugins consist of Kiwi Social Share, which had been patched on November 12th, 2018, WordPress Automatic and Pinterest Automatic, which have been patched as of August 23rd, 2021, and Publish Press Capabilities, which was recently patched on December 6th, 2021. In addition, they targeted a function injection vulnerability in various Epsilon Framework themes in an attempt to update arbitrary options. In most cases, the attackers updated the users can register option to enabled and set the default role option to administrator. This makes it possible for attackers to register on any site as an administrator, effectively taking over the entire site. You're doing a great job by wanting to learn about this attack and, of course, by watching my episode. I appreciate your support on my journey. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and smash the bell to be notified when I upload new episodes where I give you insights into the newest important cybersecurity news stories like this one. With my insights, you can be better prepared to protect your company, your family, and yourself against these and other cyber attacks. So hit that subscribe button now and let's continue learning about this story together. Wordfence attack data indicated that there was very little activity from attackers targeting any of these vulnerabilities until December 8th, 2021. This led Wordfence to believe that the recently patched vulnerability in Publish Press capabilities may have sparked attackers to target various arbitrary options update vulnerabilities as part of a massive campaign. The top 10 offending IPs and over the 36-hour period include the list here, with 430,067 attacks blocked from the first IP address, 277,000 attacks blocked from the second one, 274,000 attacks blocked by the third, blah, 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 blah. Due to the severity of these vulnerabilities and the massive campaign targeting them, it is incredibly important to ensure your site is protected from compromise. It is strongly recommended to ensure that any sites running one of these plugins or themes has been updated to the patched version. Ensure that your sites are running a version higher than any of the ones listed. Simply updating the plugins and themes will ensure that your site stays safe from compromise against any exploits targeting these vulnerabilities. The following are the affected plugins and their versions: Publish Press capabilities less than or equal to version 2.3, Kiwi Social plugin less than or equal to 2.0.10, Pinterest Automatic 4.14.3 or lower, WordPress Automatic 3.5.3.2 or lower. The affected Epsilon Framework theme versions are Shapely, with version listed here, Newsmag, Activello, Wildly, Allegiant, Newspaper X, Pixover Brilliance, Medzone Light, Regina Light, Transcend, Affluent, Bonkers, Andrea Sparkling. Notable with Sparkling is that there is no patch known. It's recommended to uninstall it from your site. Nature Mag Light, also no patch known. It's recommended to uninstall it from your site as well. The full list you can get from the Wordfence website and their blog article about this. If the site is running a vulnerable version of any of the plugins or themes and there is a rogue user account present, then the site was likely compromised via one of these plugins. To determine if a site has been compromised by these vulnerabilities, It is recommended to review the user accounts on the site to determine if there are any unauthorized user accounts, most likely with an admin role. Review the settings of the site and ensure that they have been set back to their original state. You can find these settings by going to your domain/wp-admin/options-general.php page. The membership setting is, you want to make sure that it's correctly set depending on your site, and you want to validate that the new user default role is appropriately set. You shouldn't be having it set to admin. So, what can we learn? Well, WordPress itself is a solid CMS, and it does have many good uses, but I personally do not recommend it to any client. Most companies I know that think of WordPress think of it in terms of cost savings. Oh, I'll take this free CMS, buy a $20 theme, and poof, I have $1 billion e-commerce platform for a couple $100 cost. It's just not that easy. Far too often, massive shortcuts in terms of code quality, functional testing, and threat modeling have been taken by many developers of these cheapo themes and plugins, which puts you at risk. So using WordPress is not really easier or cheaper if you want to do it right. You'll always have the overhead of requiring solid, secure themes and plugins. Now, if you do use WordPress for your company, I recommend using a service like, of course, Wordfence, but Wordfence is really not a one-stop solution. You still need to have security integrity or integrated into your hosting solutions, as well as education of your website team, like the editors or admins and any other person who has access to the site. Over 80% of hacks and attacks happen from inside the company, whether through direct malicious intent by an employee or by some mistake or mishap. They can fall victim to phishing scams that allow attackers to gain elevated privileges to the system, which is just as bad as some stranger brute forcing their way in. In the end, no matter what solution you use, it will come under attack. You need to look at your budget, double it, and choose a solution that can provide you with the security and peace of mind that you need to make your idea a success. With that, I say thanks for watching. Don't forget to share and subscribe if you haven't already, and smash the bell if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.